Next stop, Astoria, where we're actually going to do an Italian wine bar called Vesta Trattoria Winebar. It's wonderful. You got these people, again, Manhattan trained, Manhattan experience, that just said, hey, Brooklyn, yeah, but Brooklyn's already got love. Let's come out to Astoria where we'll be the pioneers. And I think places like Vesta are the future for Queens, where what's happened in Brooklyn in the last 10 years is all this New York City talent that wanted cheaper rents, that knew the neighborhoods were cool, that knew their friends lived there. Ditto for Queens. So we're going to see all types of Queens today. Now we're going to kind of see modern, market-driven Italian. And of all places, corner of 30th and 21st in Astoria. We're here in the kitchen. Thanks for having us, Chef. Michelle Vito's the name. Vesta is the restaurant. We're in Astoria, Queens, which you normally think of, you know, Greek had been historically, but Queens changes. So you have this great pedigree. You worked with Patricia Yo, who was, you know, had her great moment at AZ, did Sapa. Now she's in California, where she probably is much happier. And you're home. So part of the reason you're here is because, you know, you'd worked in Manhattan, but you live in Astoria, and you're like, why can't we do great food here in this neighborhood?
Absolutely.
And tell me a little bit about the menu and about the idea behind it, because it's kind of, you know, Italian's the philosophy.
Right, but it's trying to, you know, keep really good quality techniques and, you know, as much as like the green market food as possible, organic foods as we can get our hands on, and cook them well and execute them, you know, with the best techniques.
I'm here inside Vesta with Giuseppe Falco, one of the owners, and, you know, we were chatting before we did this segment. You were in Manhattan with Shelley Fireman, which really cracked me up, because I've known of Shelley for years. I mean, Fiorello's, Trattoria dell'Arte, Red Eye Grill, and on and on. I mean, he's a Brooklynite that came into Manhattan to make a name for himself. And what an education that must have been for you, because he's a consummate pro.
It was an amazing experience, and I have to tell you, I was really lucky to learn from someone like that.
How many years? 5, 6?
I was there a little under 7 years. I was with him.
That's graduate school. Tell me why you picked this Queens and this part of Queens.
We felt like it was the right time. We felt like Brooklyn really had an amazing scene, and we really wanted to bring an amazing scene to Queens. It seemed like at one point in the 90s, everyone ran to Brooklyn, and we started to feel like, especially me, whenever I would interview someone in the city, everyone was running to Queens, everyone was living in Queens for affordable rents, and Astoria was one of the main places, so we felt like this was the place where it would start.
Talk a bit about the concept for the restaurant. I mean, Astoria was Greek, and it was of a style, and the restaurants were, you know, of a genre. You guys are coming and really doing like New York food, if you don't mind me saying that.
Yeah, no, not at all. I think the concept about the whole place was to have a neighborhood restaurant. We felt like people really wanted to be able to walk down the block and eat and feel like that they could eat there 2-3 times a week. Price-wise, food-wise, we wanted to create a comfortable menu, something that was constantly changing, and something where someone felt like they were cooking in their house.
Check it out. Great little scene, man. Yet another one. Keep up the great work.
Thank you so much.
Great to see Queens getting its props here.
Thanks.